Yes, please. A very warm welcome to all of you. And I am starting my subnetting video series part 4. So I'll just have a recap of what did we finish yesterday. And I had given you two problems to solve also. We'll just look at those problems also. So in the previous lecture series, I had talked about what is subnetting, why subnetting is required. Then I had also told that subnetting can be done via two ways, and it is very simple. Do not complicate things in subnetting. If you just follow the procedure which I am following in this entire series, it is my challenge, or it is my mark my words, that you will never face any problems in subnetting. So I told you this, that subnetting can be done via two ways. One is subnetting via host, and we have solved quite a few problems on this, and subnetting via networks also. So we had solved this problem of subnetting or divide the given network, that is 30.30.10.0/24 into 8 networks, and I had given you the entire explanation of this. Then I had given you two problems to solve. The one problem was subnetting via host, and the second problem was subnetting via networks. So I'll just give you an explanation of the first problem. So what the first problem is trying to say, that divide the given network 30.30.10.0/24 into four subnetworks. So from this four subnetworks itself, you can make out that this is a problem of subnetting via networks. Okay. The rest procedure is very simple. You have to only identify that are they telling me to do subnetting via host, or are they telling me to do subnetting via networks. So in this I told you that the mask, subnet mask over here is /24. So that becomes my network part. So my network bit is equal to 24. I have 32 bits in my IPv4 address. So but obviously my host is equal to 8. There should be no confusion in the first two steps. Then I have just written down the subnet mask /24 into 4 octets, that is 255.255.255.0, or in simple terms I am just writing it as nen.n.n.h, where n is all ones and h is all zeros. Okay, so this is nothing but a simple representation of 24 in terms of subnet mask 4 octets. Then I have told you one very important thing, that the problem says that I want to divide this network into four sub networks. So again, 4 in the power of 2 comes as 2 raised to 2. Okay, so 2 power 2 is equal to 4. And the next thing that you should identify is that this problem is saying that subnetting should be done via networks. So I told that in subnetting via networks, the counting will always be done from left to right. Please follow this rule. This is the crux important rule which will help you solve all the problems of subnetting. So now I need 2 bits, and the counting will be done from right to left. So network dot host, I have 8 bits, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Inside this, the counting I am doing from right to left. So 1 bit I am giving for network, and 1 bit I am giving for network. Okay. Now my it is earlier it was /24. Now I have added 2 bits to the network part. I hope this is understood how these 2 bits are coming, and hence now my new mask will become of my network 30.30.10.0/26, that is 24 plus these 2 is 26. So this is my network address 1. Then I told you that instead of writing the broadcast address 1, the best and the simplest procedure is try to find out the network address 2. The network address 2 is very simple to identify. I have remaining 6 bits dedicated for host over here. So 2 to the power 6 is 64. So my next network address 2 will become 30.30.10.64 slash 26. This becomes my network address 2. And then very simply broadcast address 1 will become 1 minus, that is 64 minus 1 is equal to 63. So I have always told you that first write network address 1, then in a very simple way write network address 2, and whatever is the network address 2, just 2 minus 1, so that we will get broadcast address 1. So I do minus 1 over here in the fourth octet. So my broadcast address 1 will become 30.30.10.63 slash 26. In the same way, I will write over here network address 3. I have to just now keep on adding 64. So for my network address 1, it was 0. For my network address 2, I added 64. So it becomes 30.30.10.64. And for my network address 3, I will just add 64 again to my network address 2. So 30.30.10.128 slash 26. Again, my broadcast address 2 will become minus 1. So it becomes 30.30.10.127 slash 26. I hope this problem is understood. It is very simple now, and this should now you should just do it within 5 minutes, all these problems. Last problem of my subnetting series, I have dedicated entirely 4 videos for subnetting, and it is my challenge that you please try to find out a simpler method than this in subnetting. It is my challenge. You will not get a simpler method to solve subnetting problems than this. Just we'll take the last problem of subnetting. So if at all if you are new to my video series, please watch my previous videos and try to solve this problem. Try to solve this problem on your own. If at all if you find any difficulties or if you are facing any difficulties, then please refer this video. So what this problem is saying that divide the network 10.0.0.0 slash 8 into network having 50 lakh hosts. Now see, now I was playing with 30 hosts, 64 hosts, 128 hosts. Now it is straight away 50 lakh hosts. Again, the procedure remains very simple. The problem itself mentions that this is a clear-cut problem of subnetting via host. The host counting will always be done from right to left. Once again, I am repeating, in subnetting, the only thing that you should focus is subnetting is done via host also, and subnetting is done via network also. In subnetting via host, the counting is done from right to left. In subnetting via networks, the counting is done from left to right. So slash 8 means my network bit is equal to 8 and my host bit is equal to 24. Very simple this is. Then I told you that we want 50 lakh hosts inside a single network. I want 50 lakh hosts, that is I want 50 lakh machines to be connected. So but obviously this is a huge network which will be used by companies like Google, Facebook, so on and so forth. So 2 to the power 2, I have to check that where will I get 50 lakh or a number above that. So I get that in 2 to the power 23 I am getting 83 lakh host, 83 lakh hosts. So I told you now 23 bits, but the counting will be done from right to left. So just we do the counting from right to left. 8 bits for host dedicatedly entirely. So this 8 plus this 8, which is 16, and then this one 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. This much entire part is for the host part, and the remaining single bit goes to the network part. So my now network address, my mask will become 8 plus 1, 9. I again hope that this is understood how this 9 comes. Then my network address 1 will become 10.0.0.0 slash 9. Then again I told you that I have dedicated 7 bits inside my third octet. 2 to the power 7 will give me 128. So my network address 2 will become 10.128.0.0 slash 9, and my broadcast address over here will become 10.127.255.255 slash 9. Remember always that when here I have 128.0.0, the previous number after 0 will be 255, and over here also previous number of 0 I get something which is called as 250. So this is my broadcast address 2, my broadcast address 1, and my broadcast address 2 will become 10.255.255 slash 9 broadcast address. So I hope that the entire subnetting series is understood to you. I have taken subnetting problems right from the very basic simplest level to 50 lakh host for a company like Google, Yahoo and Facebook. Please follow this procedure only. If at all if you face any difficulties in the entire subnetting series, you can mail me on this email ID. A simple small so the email ID is csvmanit2015@gmail.com. Please try to follow this entire subnetting series videos, and if at all if there are any problems, challenges, difficulties faced by you, kindly please be free and contact me on this email ID. I would like to also tell one thing that now I am starting a video series which will be called as CCNA L plus. So CCNA L plus video series means all the labs required for CCNA. I will do a practical implementation of all the labs right from VLAN lab till DHCP server, SSH connectivity, everything. The title of that will be CCNA L plus. Thank you.